Sheriff's Office.
Internal affairs.
Who?
Internal affairs.
Internal affairs.
Yeah.
Y'all bullshit.
No. You knew we was gonna come see you because your girl told you on the phone that the two white guys upstairs may come and talk to you.
The who? My who?
Your girl, Nelson.
My girl.
Yeah.
I mean my girl. What y'all talking about?
That ain't your girl.
What's your name?
Brooks Stevens.
Brooks Stevens? Oh, you don't know Officer Nelson?
Yeah, I know I was that damn girl. Where they coming from?
Let me guess. You know her because she's friends with your mom.
Yeah, she is.
Or is she your neighbor?
No, she's friends with my mom.
Or is she your aunt?
No, she's
Which
friends
one?
with my mom.
Are you friends with her son?
I call her auntie. I'm friend with her son, Terrence. It's like another guy over there in the dorm 5. He friend with the son too, named Terrence.
All right, listen up. You have nothing to lose from this situation at all. Nothing. You getting out in, I don't know, less than a week, right?
Sunday,
Yeah,
right?
Sunday.
Yeah. You got like 3 days.
Y'all tripping, man.
All right,
For real, man.
Listen to me. You have nothing to lose by being honest. Listen to me. If you are unhonest or untruthful, she has everything in the world to lose. Her job, her career, and everything else. Now, we already know what's going on. We've already talked to her. I don't know if you've been able to get in contact with her since we talked to her. But she's already came clean about everything. We know y'all have a relationship. We know that you spent the night at her house on more than one occasion, not to visit her son, but to visit her. We know all this stuff. So if you want to waste my time and tell me you have no idea what we're talking about, we can take you back over there. We can go up there and write the report up that we tried to talk to you. You didn't want to talk to us.
That's my you want my mom's phone number? She can tell y'all what's going on. That's my mom's friend. They used to work together. I've been knowing Nelson for maybe 3-4 years, man.
So there's no personal relationship.
I know. She's just cool. She's just cool.
So she sends you eye care package?
That's a friend. That's not my
friend.
girlfriend. That's not my.
She come down here and see you?
She don't come see me.
She's never been down here, none, since you've been
She come
here.
down here.
She's never pulled you out. Never pulled you out for 30 minutes.
But not to talk to no girlfriend though. She coming out like your mom said, hello, I want to see how you doing. I'm like, I'm alright.
So when she pulls you out, where do y'all go to talk?
Stand right there in front of everybody.
No. The time you left here, where'd you go?
I never left nowhere with her.
No.
Period. That's on my daughter's life. Never. I never did the dorm with her, to talk to nobody with her. Every time she pulled me out, I was like, you working right here, she'll pull me right there, she'll talk to me. Your mom said hello. It's another guy that's going right there. I mean, 3, 4, 5. His name is
You've called her 192 times. 100. There's 30 hours of phone calls that we've listened to.
We've had to listen to all that shit.
30 hours. And y'all argue 100% of the time. You don't love me no more? Tell me you love me. That's not a personal relationship.
After we got done fucking, I went through your cell phone and found the text message from Blasting Game.
That's you and her. That's y'all's conversation. That's not ours. That's what you and her talk about.
Wow.
192 times on these.
Hey, talk to Lynch. Get me on Inmate Work.
That's not a friend of my mom.
192. I don't talk to my wife that much.
That's not 100. That's not a. She's friends with my mom. 192.
She's friend with my mom.
But y'all have more to it. There's more to it. She's already told
Look,
us.
my mom's got friends. I don't have sex with them.
I ain't got nothing to say with Nelson. I'm saying I ain't got nothing to say, man. So y'all know all this, man. I ain't nothing to say, man.
Look,
I ain't
we already told you you don't have nothing to lose. You're still getting out.
I'm saying I ain't trying.
The only thing you can do, if you're honest, you help her out. Save her job. Because right now, she's sitting at the house, not getting paid until we finish this investigation.
I ain't got to say about it. Y'all heard all that, then in the ring, y'all even talking to me. If y'all heard all that, ain't no sense in me talking to y'all.
All right, so you don't want to talk to us?
Nah, I ain't trying to like, if somebody came with me about this man's job, I ain't finna fuck with me, I kids. I'm not finna.
We're trying to save her job.
Save her job.
We ain't trying to.
Because right now, man, it looks like, she's down in an inappropriate relationship with an inmate.
Nah, man, I been knowing her before he came in here.
Right.
Me and my mom started with friends. Me and her were cool. I was like, ain't like she come out here and take me out the dorm, talk to me, or me and her.
We know she did.
Hmm?
We know she took you out of the dorm.
No, she called me.
Y'all talk about it.
Then y'all left the housing unit altogether.
Who?
You and her.
I never left her. That's on my CD. I never left her. I never let you her and none of her. Period. That's on everything I know. Period.
You know what extortion is?
Yeah, I know what stuff to do.
What is it?
Now, you doing something to hold somebody like hostage or something, or somebody,
Do you think telling somebody, hey, I'm going to tell the first sergeant I see about us, threatening her job, do you think that's extortion?
You think I said that?
I don't think you said it. I've got it on tape.
I ain't never said that, bro. I'm gonna get her a job.
You said, when you're sitting there arguing about Blassingham, the beginning of January, you said it to her repeatedly on 4 different phone calls back to back. You said, man, I'm gonna grab the first sergeant I see and tell him about us.
No, I ain't
I'll have your job.
I ain't never said no one tell me about us because I ain't nothing between me and her. That's on everything. I knew her from the street, man. Cool. I might have had feelings toward her, but she never knew about me. She never knew.
So y'all saying I love you?
That's cool. That's like I call her auntie. I call her TT.
Do you have sex with your aunts?
No, I don't.
Have you ever had sex with Nelson?
No, I haven't. I ain't never had sex with Nelson, man. I know y'all make this y'all job. I ain't never had sex with her, man. I ain't trying to somebody came with you, man. I ain't finna jeopardize your livelihood, your children.
Well, because you're lying to her, so you are jeopardizing her career.
She's already came clean and
What
told
she
us.
told her?
Y'all had sex.
No.
She told us that.
Hell no.
She didn't tell me that. So she's lying to me.
I said, show me what she said there for real.
So after we got done fucking, I went through your phone and found the text message from Blassingham.
I ain't know somebody there after we got through done fucking. If you know about Blassingham, that mean I did see something on the phone about Blassingham.
Right.
I did, but I ain't never fucked with her.
So she lied when she told me that y'all had a relationship. You come to jail. Y'all got into an argument. Y'all kind of cut it off. She tried to cut it off. You didn't. So all that's a lie.
She said I came to jail. She tried to cut it off.
She tried to cut the relationship off with you. But you
Why
didn't.
Why she getting her set off? I can hear what she said. I don't believe she said no shit like
She's
that.
not allowed in the building right now.
Here, listen.
Why?
Take a few seconds and think back to the 32.4 hours of telephone calls you've had with her since the end of December. I
haven't talked to her. I ain't talked to her in a while. I haven't talked to her, period.
No, you haven't talked to her since last weekend. But from between last weekend and December of 2011, on the telephone, in here, all of them are recorded. Every time you call her cell phone, it's recorded.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Where's all this coming from, man?
Well, in the state of Georgia, it's illegal to have a relationship with an inmate.
But even if, like I said, you knew me from the street, you can't help what you know. You might know somebody.
And extortion
is illegal in the state.
It's illegal. It's a felony.
That ain't my character. You know, extortion. I don't know shit like that. That ain't my character, man. I've been interrogated by Secret Service and everything. I never do that. Extortion. That ain't my character, man. I'm in traffic tickets.
What's your history?
I've been in prison twice for probation violation and entering auto when I was like 17, 18, I was young, I'm 30 years old, stupid. Second marijuana to the house, little joints, little weed. Yeah. They supposed to been buying or stole a ring, but they kept it a burger, not serious.
Dude, I have 8 aunts. And you total up every phone call I've made to them the last 5 years, it ain't 30 hours.
You got what, 8 what?
8 aunts. 8 TTs, as you call it, TT. I got 8 of them. If you total up every phone call I've made to all of them in the last year, it's not 192.
The first 13
that doesn't even make
sense. $10 a piece.
That doesn't even make sense. You saying this does not even make sense.
I'm saying, but I ain't trying to judge nobody job. I don't know all these things.
Look, this is what we're trying to do.
We have to write a report and send it up.
I don't say it's my job by saying you said it's illegal and shit finna get fired.
No.
All we gotta do is we want everybody to be truthful. Because if I go to the sheriff and say, look, man, they knew each other before he even came here.
That's true. That's true.
Right. She went down there. She pulled him out a couple times, but she never gave him anything. What the sheriff is worried about is, listen, what the sheriff's worried about is she gives you something that could be used as a weapon. Okay? Because you do have a large criminal history.
I mean, you're in a red jumpsuit. You're not in white. You're not in orange.
Right. Or if she did any favors, like if she got you extra food or shoes or inmate worker, anything like that. So she didn't do anything like that. Okay. Outside of the jail, Y'all had sex outside of jail? Great. Hope
It's
you
not
had
against the
a
law.
good time.
You get out of here, you go screw whoever you want.
You know? So,
She leaves this building, she can go see, have a relationship, do anything. That's her personal business. Has nothing to
How
do
did
with
it
it.
come about though? I don't understand. How do you?
who else? And this is probably the most important thing.
Mm.
Okay. This is the thing right here that's going to save her job and save any kind of problems for you in the future. Okay? Because I tell you right now, if you're dishonest on this,
If you ever come back in this facility, you'd be dishonest with us right now. You ever come back into this facility, you know what's going to happen.
Like,
No, they're not.
Like a vendetta, though, man.
No, it's not. You're a threat inmate. You're a threat inmate. If you're dishonest with us, and we know you got friends that are correctional officers, and y'all talk on the street, you're a threat. You're a security risk. So you know what's going to happen. That's not a vendetta. That's the truth. They'll end up sending you 3 counties away. You don't know where they're going to send you.
So
And you don't want that.
the main reason we're down here.
This is a nice jail. You ask anybody that's been in a shithole jail, this is a nice jail compared to where we send some of our inmates that are security risks or high-risk inmates. They'd much rather be in Clayton County eating the crappy food that y'all say is crappy, being in cells like this than other places. So you don't need that unless you plan on walking out of here someday and never, ever being arrested again.
Well, listen, the most important question we have, and this is the question that's going to save Nelson her job, keep her out of jail, and keep us from playing the phone calls where you're extorting her. And you are. We're not going to argue it. You are. Okay? Every time you tell somebody that you threaten their job, that's extortion.
Anytime you threaten somebody with something for personal gain, that's extortion.
Who else
gain.
knew about y'all?
Nobody knows about it. That's on her thing. I don't know about that.
No. How do you think we got it?
Don't ask y'all. I don't know how did she come
Because
about.
other people
I'm asking y'all.
know. Other people know, obviously. We're just going to
They
see.
do know I know her. It ain't about me. It ain't about me. Cause why not we still want to say that? You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's still on me.
Nobody else in this building knows y'all have a relationship.
That
Whether it's
I know of,
personal,
that I know
related,
of,
or anything.
That I know of, no. That's
You
all I know.
never mentioned it not to. Another CEO had never come up to you and said, "Hey Brooks, what's up? You know, how's everything going?"
No.
So, what about any ex-employees, like anybody that used to work here?
I was a friend like that. I don't been these folks for you. That's the truth. Besides the man, I might say, what's up, what's later.
So there, no ex-COs, sergeants, captains, lieutenants know about y'all.
What do y'all tell people when y'all are? Because she's got good friends that work here,
Pretty sure it's probably do.
and y'all have a relationship outside of here when you get out. I mean, that's
Oh,
not
yeah,
against the law. So what does she tell them if you're over at her
Like
house?
somebody see her, and me and her son together, like she'll refer to me and her son or her nephew. To me and her son are real cool.
But people that work here that know you and see you out with her, what does she tell them? Because you're not always with her son when y'all are out.
That rarely happens. I can't even.
But when it does happen,
That's I can't even recall the time that I was with her. It
ran
seems
into
like
somebody.
she always been like, you know what I'm saying? I can't really be around her, so it wasn't never no.
so there's not one person.
Not I can recall, hell no. I can really think of it would be like they name. I don't know y'all's name, man. I'm be honest. When I'm out of here, man, I don't even think about this shit. I don't think about the people outside the street. I'm too busy trying to do this shit. That's really, I mean, it is, I don't know their names.
What about the nurse you used to see down here that doesn't work here anymore?
The nurse? Like you see work down here?
Yeah, you used to have something going on with a nurse.
She was a friend. I know you talking about she was a friend too.
Does she not know about it? I mean,
Yeah, I don't
would there be
know.
any jealousy about between Nelson and her or anything
So
like
where
that?
this shit coming from?
What about, I don't know, Rhonda Allah?
Who?
Rhonda Allah?
On the other.
Yeah, Sergeant Allah.
Sergeant Allah.
Who was that?
I don't know, you talking to her one day and she says, "Yeah, I'm here with Sergeant Allah," and you say, "Well, tell Sergeant Allah I said what's up."
Sergeant Allah. I don't know. I never even seen a Sergeant Allah. If you talking about a nurse, probably somebody who nurse that you used to work here.
She don't work here.
Yeah, I know her on the street. I met her all before.
So would there be any tensions or jealousy between
Yeah, nurse.
Nelson and the nurse, or the nurse and Nelson, since y'all?
The nurse, she probably like me. She probably, I don't know, man. Every female talk talk. Maybe, you know, I mean, when they talk, maybe they got around and she found out about it, but, you know what I'm saying, I don't.
So it's all on Nelson?
Which way I don't know.
So everybody that knew about it, she told.
Nah, y'all saying that. Maybe the little nurse friend of mine might have had some.
But how would the nurse know? How would she find out?
Cause she know me and her son are cool.
Who was working the times that she came here and got you out of stuff?
Shit, I think Locke was over there one time.
Like, who?
Can't recall anybody said what that.
What'd she say? I mean,
Shit, not just like mom said, hello, how you doing? You alright? I'm alright, you ready to go home? You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up, stay out of trouble, do what you gotta do, get up out of it. That's simple as that.
When's the last time you talked to Nelson, son?
Maybe been like, maybe like, a month and a half, I can't recall, maybe a month and a half, 2 months. I spoke to him, said what's up, so he told me he was working at the airport. I said, I ain't trying to jump out on the lady job, man. I mean, real time, that ain't my MO, man. That ain't my MO. I know y'all do y'all job, whatever.
Well, here's the thing, man. I know you can't have a relationship with somebody for 2.5 years in a jail. And
I know all this, man.
Listen, she tells,
Y'all talk. You and her talk on the phone.
dude, that's all you do.
The dang man on the phone says, this guy, I don't even know why y'all waste time talking to each other. Y'all argue.
I ain't talking to
So
you got mad at you said, baby.
No, my favorite part is, you picked me up in that bitch's truck and fucked me without a condom. That's my favorite one. When that girl, you're riding around that girl's truck, you picked her up in it. That's awesome, man. Dude, man, I'll tell you what.
It wasn't funny to her, man.
Hey, yeah, and that girl comes and visits you in here, and she knows about it. That's tough, dude. I gotta give you that one.
No, or you. And this is what I don't get, man.
Man, y'all go out there and listen to me saying that, right?
32
I
hours.
don't give a shit, okay, if you're fucking her, all right? Yeah. What I want to know is how many other COs or sergeants knew about it. Because right now...
that allowed this to happen.
Yeah. Because right now, I want to make sure that everybody that knew about it, I get to talk to them, okay?
And I said I can recall nobody that work here now.
Think about it. How about this? How about, man, Sergeant Johnson's cool. He let me use the phone when I couldn't make a collect call.
He do that to everybody.
Okay, how does he do it?
He called people out. Or I had to write something. I asked the officer. He had to get in touch with the sergeant. And the sergeant takes up the intake.
Takes you down the intake, use the phone. What phone do you use?
The phone that everybody uses when you first come in.
The county phone. Not the pay phone, not the one on the wall, but the phone on the desk.
Sometimes the pay phone, sometimes he'll be in the screen call, make sure he'll ask what number is.
How many times did he do that?
Once. That was my first guy. I couldn't even tell nobody about him out.
Who'd you call?
My girlfriend, right now.
Nelson.
No.
The other girlfriend. The one with the truck.
That's my girlfriend. I call her brother, y'all.
Is she pregnant?
Nah.
So
why you tell these guys?
What are you telling these guys? You got
my
girl is
My son
pregnant.
just born March 12th from girl protection, not the Texas. She just had my son.
My goodness. Nelson know about that?
Yeah. That ain't my girlfriend, man. I mean,
I love you, looking at houses together. She's like, I'm looking at, oh, baby, you wearing a sundress?
Y'all, God.
What you wearing?
Y'all know I
Man, I done sat up down here all night, baby, waiting on you to come down.
I've been looking out
this
the
window all night waiting on you.
Oh, man,
You didn't even
we were
come
working
down.
today. There were so many drunks coming.
Y'all just sit there for a little before conversation.
30 hours worth.
32
Y'all
hours.
mad at here.
Man, I sound just like you, man. Dude, I can imitate you now on the telephone.
You 32 hours and 31 hours and 30 minutes are y'all just arguing back and forth. All right, but I'm just gonna let you go then. I know you got some dude up in your face. I'm gonna call you back. Just arguing, man.
Y'all know all that, man. My words ain't even know what I mean.
Well, here's the thing, man. You know, I want you to think back for 32 hours. What did I say that could possibly come back to her? Because I know there's 3 hours of you arguing with her, calling her a bitch and a hoe and all this other shit about Blassingham and how you're going to have her job and you're going to go tell the first sergeant you see. Okay? That, you know what that does? That makes a CO fear going to jail and fear losing their job. do stuff for you. Okay?
Listen,
That's called extortion. So think hard, man.
did
Did
you
she
have,
ever mention anybody that knew about y'all? Did anybody ever do anything for you? Phone calls. When she comes down to visit you. Anything. I know Adams knew. You knew Adams knew.
I know her friend, but I don't know if she knew. I don't know.
She knew.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, as far as
She knew for a year and 3 months.
Who?
She knew for a year and 3 months.
So that's something new to me. I ain't know that.
did, you got feelings for,
Hmm?
you got feelings for Nelson?
I feel she was a good person.
Or was you just using her to get stuff in jail? Get care packages,
Nah,
use the phone?
Nah, I ain't nothing like that. I can do that myself, man.
So
I'm with a rap group on the street, man. I ain't heard from nothing, man. I don't need her for
because
nothing.
I mean, like, most of the calls, like, baby, I need a favor. She don't even call me for that shit today.
Nah, it's just
So it seems like, you know,
that's
if
just
you
for-
run low on somebody else, you call her and ask her for a favor. Send me some food.
Nah, man.
Or do you have genuine feelings for her?
Nah, she, as far as a cool person, she's cool. But as far as like trying to use her, nah, I ain't doing like that. As far as I know from another officer, I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know all that. Y'all already know what's going on.
Here's the easy part, man. You've been in jail. How many times have you been here? 9 times? What?
Yeah, probably so.
You've been in prison twice.
Mm-hmm.
Any other state you've been in prison?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Was y'all dating them when you was in South Carolina?
Nah, I wouldn't fight it.
Because I'd much rather say, hey man, Nelson, Brooks gave us these COs that knew about it. They may not have ever done anything for you,
Mm-hmm.
but they knew about it. I go to the sheriff and say, hey man, Nelson knew this guy on the street. She was embarrassed. She didn't want everybody, she didn't want...
That's what you really don't do.
Yeah, no, listen.
Shoot the shit.
No, listen.
Really don't do.
There's people here all day long that their family members come here,
Mm-hmm.
their kids, their cousins, their friends. Clayton County is a small county, man.
There's
Alright?
1,800 inmates in
So
this jail.
you're bound to know
You're
somebody.
gonna know somebody.
Alright, but it's embarrassing to come up and say, hey man,
My
My daughter's in here.
This what happened. So y'all heard all that. I ain't gonna sit and pull the string, man. Me, I knew Nelson before I came in. Way before I came to the down. This shit, you know what I'm saying? Me and her son were friends, and I met her. We got cool. We started getting feelings for each other, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? But every time I come here, she really didn't want to fuck with me like that on that level. Like as far as like being a girlfriend, cause she's scared of her job, and I always respect that. But as far as other officers and all that other, they always like, you know what I'm saying, keep that on the hush. I ain't never went around telling nobody. I didn't know if she said something about it. But as far as me doing that on my part, nah, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? As far as me doing people doing shit to me, no, ain't nobody.
but I know you don't want to be a snitch, man. But I'm not trying to go to the sheriff and say, hey man, this guy gave us these 3 COs who knew about it.
I don't know what they do. What they do is because they all the hurt me. But as far as me, I know how to sit back and I ain't trying to trick nobody. I ain't trying to.
So nobody's been at her house when you've been over there? No, Adams ain't come
You
over.
ever been to a cookout?
No sir. That's on my little daughter's life.
She went to a cookout without you. I heard about that. Good Lord.
Yeah, we had to hear about that.
She hang with other people here. I don't want to be around her because.
What's the name of that nurse that used to like you?
Aisha.
Aisha. She used to work.
Nah, she gone. She quit. So she got tired of doing masturbating on her shit. So.
And when you went to Fulton County back in July last year, did she come see you in Fulton County?
No.
Did you ask her to?
No.
Was you able to talk to her when you was in Fulton County? How long was you in Fulton County?
Maybe like a couple of weeks, almost a month.
You talked to her on the phone? No.
I think I probably did talk to her.
Or she didn't come see you?
My
She sent you an eye care package?
Nah.
Hey, like Fulton
I
County.
don't think she want to get I agree.
What'd you ask her to send? Calzone?
Went here?
Yeah.
Y'all probably did.
Is the food that bad here, man?
Y'all put yourself in my shoes, man. I was like, y'all really can't, don't be mad at me, man.
I'm not mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I'm not mad at you.
I know it's a job, you know what I'm saying? It really fucked up.
Here's the thing, man.
It's really fucked up.
We understand, and that's why these COs gotta be careful. Because y'all got nothing but time, man. If you can get a CO to, I ain't say do favors, man, but at least even listen to you.
Give you extra.
You know?
Sandwich. Give you an extra piece of
bread.
bread.
I said, y'all can be true, but be real with some grown man. Shit,
Can she be fired? Yeah.
Yeah, she can be fired.
Yeah, she can be.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened to her, man. She was a good sister, man. She ain't gonna do shit wrong nobody. As far as knowing me, I don't be called to get fired. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, they don't wear my country.
No, you can get her fired, man.
I mean, she came out, she was 100% honest. But if we find out she
So she
lied,
talked to y'all?
yeah. But if she lied about anything, and we can't, the only way we can determine if she lied is if you don't corroborate her story. Like when you come in and say, man, I don't even know her like that. Me and her, we know you're lying, but we can't verify she's telling us the truth when she says, yeah, we did have a relationship. I mean, I got no reason to lie to you.
Y'all already know. Y'all said that.
But we have to verify it. We can't just go on, because if you come in and say, nah, look, me and her mom's friends, and I take that for truth, and then she gave me a different story, who am I going to believe? You or her? I can't verify her story from you. Can't verify your story from her, because y'all got two separate options right here now.
You got all that. You know what I'm saying? They don't say pull no strings on shit. It's just.
Alright, so we're gonna verify a few of her stories. Alright, so I got some phone calls. I got her story, and she says Adams knew since December of 2010.
I didn't know that.
She's never told you, she told Adams?
Because she always keep him away from me. She always keep him away. I knew about it. I didn't know.
What about blasting him? Did he know?
Nah. I got mad because she was texting me.
What about Collier? What about the guys that work down here?
No. Because it's a guy that testified who stayed with me with her son too. And I was cool with him. Maybe she'll come down. She'll come down to the street to him too. Like, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You alright? I talked to your mom. His mom come see him. And all was cool. As far as the officers, no.
So
Any other inmates, no?
No.
So she goes into the thing, uses the intercom to talk to you. And that CO's never said anything to you later? Like,
No,
hey, you know her?
She'll be out there, like, I'll be on the phone, I'll be outside walking around, working out, and she'll be in the booth. And I ask her, like, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? She's like, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, can I speak to you for a second? And I come out there, like, talk to my mom, like, she's like, yeah, I talk to your mom, she was struggling, she need help with the bill, get her, get out, she help her mom. Stuff like that. But for like, the blood shit, nah, I don't deal with it anymore. We just cool, but I don't deal with it.
Alright, she said on 2 occasions during night shift, between 6 and 11. She couldn't remember exactly when, but it was before y'all got locked down at night, and after they came on shift. She came down here.
She never came on night shift. Never came to see me on night shift. Every time she don't see me, be in prison. Everybody doing free time, it ain't no fun wheels and nothing like that. She'll come, I stay.
She never came to see you on that.
No, I don't know.
How long she been on nights?
I really can't remember. I know they just switched the shit, so I can't remember. Man, I don't know, man. I hate to see what happened, man.
Well, I mean, I hate that she's lying to us, because she said she came and got you twice.
Came and got me.
Yeah, came and got you out of the housing unit. And then Collier was working the time.
Oh, okay, Collier. No, she didn't come get me. So I came out here, I just told her first. And she was out here, and I talked to her right there.
She said y'all left and gone for about 30 minutes.
No, hell no, that'd be stupid. That'd be dumb as hell.
This whole situation's dumb as hell.
I said, that'd be dumb for her to even do that.
Yeah.
That'd
Well, I mean, it's dumb to talk on the telephone 192 times.
Yeah. I never think that shit right here happened. I don't want to be called rebuke lady and fucked up, man. She had, you know what I'm saying, dealing with me. I ain't no bad person because I'm in the red jumpsuit. I feel like that's fucked up, man. She had her daughter take care of her. I just feel like it's fucked up.
What's your plans when you get out, man? Y'all gonna work stuff out?
Nah, man, I got a girlfriend. I got a house I just bought. Right here, man. I ain't
So
doing it.
You pick up when you come in jail. I mean, you start talking to her more when you're in jail. Just
It makes your life easier.
Because she's CIA.
Nah,
It makes it easier for you.
It ain't really good. It ain't really like I come in here and just talk to her, come in jail, you know, so I might just get bored or something. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But you don't be like, kind of come in here trying to talk to her, so anything like that.
Hello?
Alright, man.
No, what you doing?
And they're crazy, man. That lady probably gonna get fired for this shit, man.
You working on the house?
Well, we tell everybody when we talk to them, man. There's nothing in this book
What?
that can get you fired more than being untruthful with us. You know, we have a thick. There's nothing in here that. I mean, the sheriff is real good about working with people as long as they're 100% honest. We can verify everything she said was 100% true. It may not rise to the level of termination, but having a relationship with an inmate is a terminatable offense. But if she's truthful about it, I mean, and they'll go back and look at her record and see if she's ever had any misconducts down here or anything. You know, that'll go a long way too.
We didn't know that shit been done for like maybe 6, 7 months.
Yeah.
I was trying to rekindle it, but
She wasn't hearing it.
so we just ran friends.
It's just something to kill time while you're in here. Call her on the phone and.
Basically.
I mean, nobody faults you for that, man. You know?
I know, man.
It just,
Yeah.
I don't say it was
well, man, it's just all that arguing. Is it really worth it?
Nah,
I mean, y'all wasted 9 minutes out of a 10-minute phone call just going back and forth. I ain't even gonna put up with this shit today. Don't call me with this stupid shit today. Just nonsense.
that shit right.
I'm
sorry, man.
The inspector, let's see the
You got
inspector.
2 more days, man. Yeah, today's Friday.
Make sure it does, we close Monday.
So, just keep your head down in here. Don't get in any trouble. Don't do nothing stupid. I mean, you're not bound by our rules and policies. She works here, not you. So you can do whatever you want while you're in jail, as long as you follow your inmate handbook.
I said, they ain't gonna put me in no separate house or no shit like
I mean, you're gone in 2 days. You're out of here. So. All right, man. You got any questions?
I said, right, at the end of this, I'm gonna hit this on. What's gonna happen to me?
We probably won't come back down here and talk to you. I mean, we was just gonna verify her story. You know, see if she was being honest with us or.
So y'all did talk to her. Y'all usually
Dude, we don't send people home.
Have you been able to get in touch with her?
And not pay them without talking to them.
Let me guess, you haven't talked to her since, so I don't know, last Friday night.
When's the last time you talked to her?
I guess it was.
You called her all weekend, she didn't answer.
Did you find that strange? Because you talked to her like 7 or 8 times Friday. She said, hey, Internal Affairs come and talk to you. Tell them me and your mom's friends. And then the next day you can't get in touch with her. So you probably had an idea that we'd already talked to her and we were going to come talk to you eventually.
Y'all can't, I kind of figured what this shit was.
Yeah.
But when we started talking about the phone conversation, man, if I got a pistol in the head, since we trying to know what I'm saying, I already know what's going on. Y'all already know something.
Honestly, being truthful, man, that's the best way to go. And that's what we told her. She tried to lie about it at first, but then, I mean, you got 192 phone calls. There's no need in lying about it. Just be truthful. Accept your mistake. You know, if you get 5 days off, big deal. It's better than losing your job over it. So, all right, man. Any questions?